Hola. Got to remember the time zones here. I'm back in Canada right now. So, yeah, it's 12 a.m. There's a lot going on right now. The fear is setting in, especially. There's a lot of changes through activation centers. You have to understand what's going on through the energy system. Now, we're coming into the eclipse setting. Now, the eclipse setting is understanding all communications that our three-dimensional set systems have been in through its bad frequency level system. So the 5 gamma ray systems from all communications of the dark force system is now going to its traction divisions. Okay, so I did everything through the multi connections. So you are in your 5 activation codes. And it's all up to you on how you want to do these things and how you want to put yourself together and how you want to upgrade your systems. It's very important you get into the love system, the believing system, the knowing system, the feeling system. I am the system. That's your high rise. Okay, so once you get into your high rise, you understand more communications with yourself. So it's very important that what it means by the eclipse of its setting in its division through its activation cycles, which means that you have to get full communications with the golden cycles of the gods of its sun and the golden cycles of the gods of its moon. That's the only way we can get into active divisions. And it's very important to understand that our three-dimensional systems is setting low now through fragmentations, and it's splitting its division, which means it's extremely powerful. Okay, so I was in Mexico City for almost a year and I cleansed everything. So me being here with this connection energy force recognitions is, how energy is discussed. Like it's always communication, right? Once you understand that, whoa, bad energy, and everybody's living among fear, like especially at the airport, the way you're treated, it's outrageous. It really is, way too much human thinking, not enough knowledge through the mind system. So I'm doing a live because you have to understand that these things are all considered through you now, because I put you in your 5 activations. You're all communicated through me through a line signal, but it's very important how you want to get into your high rise and how you want to get into your balance. You have to formulate on so many levels. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Yeah. So now's the time for everybody to get into their to go to my PayPal, because what this is going to do is going to activate the cycles faster. You can get more communications with signals when it comes to the God circles of the God's sun and the God circles of the God's moon. You have to get full communication with that. And once you get into the basic, you understand your activation cycles, and those cycles are going through all divisions, right? So there's like pretty close to 3 million in Toronto alone. And, it's all protocol that you have to follow, all this thing with the COVID-19. And if you try to explain it to anybody, they won't understand you. And it's pretty sad because, they live in the human thinking, and they go by what their prime ministers say, or what their presidents say, or what their mayor says, or what their government says, or what their governor says, or their policing, or, anything related when it comes to taking control, right? It's like saying that, well, they don't have control and they never will. They're only listening to what's happening right now, right? So it's kind of like they're obeying of what's going on. So, hey, to each his own. But like I said, I'm back in Canada. The linear time is extremely fast. The atmospheres are extremely windy, but it's a lot colder. I'm coming from 27 to 30 to 4, right? And I said, whoa, that's a huge jump when it comes to weather. Like it's extremely cold in Toronto. I'm not used to it. So the reason, like I said, you have to understand that what I just finished doing, okay, I did my sacred breath. Okay, everything through this channel is going to high rise your divisions faster and faster and faster. So the more you get the community out through its center systems, the more you get its communication all around your energy fields through love cycles, the more the cleansing of its earth, okay? Because there has been so much bad energy in this 3-dimensional vibration system. It's so, it's such a virus through centers. And, like I said, the portal activations through dimensional realms of dark is understanding how to take them out fully and completely. Now, I did that through the antimatter particle light, and I used the life force energy of creation. And I also connected through the sustainable of water's element, and also the cleansing of the air element. All these are foundations that you have to do, right, to cleanse anything. So everything through vortex division is going on high volumes right now through energy systems. And everybody's going into the 5 activation system right now. You guys should feel that already. Okay, you should already feel a change inside your system because you're in that galactic surface. And the people that are in the galactic surface are up to a higher upgrade. Okay, Skylove, how you doing? No, she doesn't live close to me. She lives in the other part of town. But yeah, I've been informed with my family and all that too. Yeah. The flight was okay. Yeah. Yeah, the flight was nice. Yeah. I saw a lot of cloud interference and there's a waving cycle of a window that was connected through a realm and had dimensional set systems. You have to understand, once you go from one atmosphere to the next, it changes everything through your mind system. It changes all communication and alignments. So, like I said, it's extremely hard for me to connect to low vibration because humanity through vibration is fear, right? Especially anywhere in any country, right? Because once you put rules and restrictions, right, you start thinking, whoa, what's happened, So you don't feel safe, but you guys are safe, right? And you feel like the energy that just went into you and you feel full of life, full of love, and that's what is back. So the thing is understanding the eclipse and how it communicates in all line signals when it comes to the gamma ray systems of its audio signals, voicing grids, and the perceptions and everything through my adaptation systems, right? So the eclipse is very important, okay, because it's a new change, a new revolution, it's a new era, right? And I changed everything through the metric system. So everybody connects through me now. So you guys should feel that, right? So, and what I mean by energy is traveling. That's what happens because there's so many different time zones. Like right now it's night and it's 12:10 a.m., right? In some countries it's day. So you have to understand gravity shift and how it solar connects. You got to think how much bad energy is in the atmospheres of all country systems because everything is on a time code frequency, okay? Once you get connected to the code frequencies, now you're understanding how everything is set, how light takes over dark, right? See that light formation there? See that? See? Crosswind, overlap, illumination light. You see that? See that? So there's one there too, see? See, as soon as I touch that, that's communication. See my finger? See how it glows up? That's what I mean, right? I'm more powerful now because this is extremely low vibration and it's a different atmosphere because it glides its surface, and the surface alone is a speed accelerator. You have to understand traveling mechanisms through the mind system, okay? And it's higher density, right? But it's low vibration, right? And in Mexico, it's higher vibration and low density, right? But there are more, see, the thing is with Mexico City, is the fact that they love themselves. They love their country and everything around them. And you guys get confused on what Mexico is. There's a lot going on in Mexico and Mexico City because I've been there a year and you learn a lot. I mean, they just love each other, and they take, they don't take things for granted. They really, really appreciate everything around them, and the nature. Nature is the most important thing when it comes across that. So you learn a lot of things, when you travel from place to place. You learn a lot of things about community and people that you've been with and stuff like that. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and, everybody that's going through this interforce connection right now and all this quarantine and this isolation. And it's just ludicrous. It really is. It's all about, getting our life back. So everything through this channel is going to force recognize. Okay, my communication levels are force recognizing everything through its connection to the gravity system. Okay, because I connect in all realms when it comes to dimensional set systems. So the eclipse is setting in. Okay, all revolution realms are kicking in. Everything through energy forces in through intelligence, the simulation, the matrix, AI operations setting in through all divisions. Now we're understanding how to get everybody's body into a fifth activation, because a lot of people are confused through line signals. Yeah, there's a lot of people that, are living on a live stream that just barely hanging on, right? So it's knowing that, okay, you're getting a headache. You're getting a headache because now you're going through a body shift. Okay, and that body shift is going to put you in a paradigm shift. So it's all depends on you, on where you want to perceive yourself, where you want to go with, right? Where does love cycle hit you? All the communication line signals. How important is it for you to live your life stream? Okay, so you can ask yourself that. So yeah, it's the fear. It's that's the biggest one. And it's, like I said, there's bad energy that's been put into humanity's system for decades. So it's a process, and like I said, you'll see every single day. You will see change. See that right there? See that across my face? Okay, that's a wingspan. That's the crown chakra. See that? See the colors? See that? If I go like that, you see that, right? See as I put my hand up? See? Communication. See that? Isn't that amazing? Light formation. See that? That's communication there. See that what it's doing? That's communication. And look at the wind force. Look at that. Look how white it is. Powerful stuff. So, yeah, I mean, once you understand what's going on fully and completely, I said that before, because knowing that you're changing atmospheres and you're changing communication line signals, that's going to angular, triangular, base everything through communication. What that means is understanding your body frame systems is changing through the pixel activations. So there have been so many three-dimensionals that don't understand connection through the mind. They're still thinking with the brain, right? And that's the problem, is they have to get out of the mind system, so they can get into the totality of its framing system, get into the, the angelics, into the realms, into the simulation, into the matrix, and the mortal and the gods. These things take time. Okay, they take time. But every day you're going to see something different, okay, on the news, which means that every country's system, and they say that the epics, it goes up and it goes down, right? Well, that's me doing that. Okay, that's my communication levels, saying it was when I was in Mexico. Now, the reason why I couldn't do it in Mexico, I had to come back anyway, because May was my time to come back. You go there for 6 months and then you go back, right? You can come back again. So I had to come back to Canada because the foundations doesn't work, okay? The only way it works is if where I was born, okay? I was born biologically, but my transformation was here in Canada, okay? So that's why I had to do everything through its activation of its anti-matter particle light system. So it's activating all the cycles right now, okay? And the dark energy is losing its power fully and completely now. Doesn't know what to do. It knows I'm here. And that's what I mean by communication, right? So once it knows I'm here, they're hiding. They don't know what to do, okay? They can only have so much power, right? But they know they can't do anything. And knowing that the longer I stay here, the more I can heal everything, right? So these things, like I said, my energies are going to travel now faster and faster, all through line communication, through this computer. Anywhere I go, anywhere I see, because I've been on a shuttle, okay? I've been at the airport. So everywhere I go, my love cycles go through its atmosphere systems, okay? Now the policing, that's a different story. I mean, they're just doing their job, but they're so, I don't know, the restrictions and the protocols and all that, it's because they live in fear, right? And, they have basically uniform. So, okay, they have authority, but that's all they have, right? Because they only think with the brain. They don't think with the mind. And it's very hard to understand things, especially when you try to explain the universe and how it works and all that, right? So they give you, things to follow. Okay, big deal, and that's the whole issue. But you have to know that things are going to be changing quick. Okay, this is day one. Now, once you see things differently, you're going to speak differently. You're going to look at yourself differently. You look in the mirror and you're going to see, wow, I feel taller. Okay, I can see better. You know, my love cycles are open. I'm understanding my activations. So it's more connecting with your galactic family, your energy vibration system, the simulation, getting the basic understanding how to use vibration through panels, everything through the matrix and its alignments of its grids. That's going to high rise your divisions. So if you get into your activation codes through more upgrade systems, through its upgradings and downloads and data processing systems, my PayPal will put you in a higher division through communications through its eclipse. And that eclipse will synergize everything through all volumes of its God's sun and its God's moon through the golden cycles of its communication line signals. So once you understand everything is happening for a reason, and everything gets stronger. Atmospheres get stronger, communications with each other get stronger, the love cycles get stronger. Okay, so you're talking like over pretty close to 3 million people in Toronto to heal, right? And a lot of people are still dealing with that three-dimensional body system. Okay, so once they get into the fourth density, into the fifth dimension, now they're getting more of a balanced system. So it's not just healing humanity, people, it's also healing the dimensional earth. That's already been done, but it's up to you and how to keep it and how to balance it out and how to rise everything through communication. That's what you want to do, right? So, but other than that, I hope you guys are doing well, you know? And the thing is too, I wanted to ask, do you feel a little bit different? Do you feel something, you know, it's connecting and you're saying, wow, this is great. I feel different. I feel like, you know, the dimensional earth is healing. It has a cause. It has a purpose. It's communicating better. It's understanding. Once you get into your 5D activation code system through your pixel activations, you will no longer be able to ignore nature. That's the most important thing, is to connect to that vibration, right? To see things different when you look up at the atmospheres, when you look at anything in front of you, right? Say hi to somebody. You don't have to know them. Just say hi. How's it going? That will bring a smile into someone's face. That's energy, and that travels every single time you put your love system through love cycles, love activations, right? Those synchronizing moments are the most important things that you need when it comes to activations. So yeah, it's exactly what it is, you know? So from time to time, like I said, keep your chins up, keep your activation cycles. You guys should feel different. You should definitely feel different. Yeah. See, you feel different in vision and thoughts because you're uprising to higher division, which is great because you are in the galactic surface. You get into the galactic, then you get into the solar. And once you get into the solar, then you get into the multi-connections and then into the light activations. The light activation is the biggest thing because that's all communications with all atmospheres, with all nature, understanding everything around you through space and time. Okay? And, you know, it's really sad. It's really sad that humanity doesn't understand what's going on through vibration. You know, they just take orders. You know, it's kind of funny. You know, it's kind of funny in a way because it's just you know, here it's a big health issue. Like a lot of countries are locked down. They have their reasons. I understand that too. Whoa, look at that! It's extremely powerful, right? Isn't that amazing? Look at that. See that? Isn't that cool? Communication. That's lacing lines right now through light illumination. Okay, so I'm communicating with angels, right? This here is a sky graphing system through all communication light interference. See that? See the line signals change? See that? See? It's understanding how to communicate with light. See? How you rotate it. How does it work? How do you communicate with it? See those lines? Right? It's understanding that my body system now communicates in all line signals. Look at that. I can actually see my higher self come out instantly. It doesn't even have to be light. It can be dark, and I can still see the resonance. I can see the electricity coming out of my hand. It's super bright. Yeah, it's exactly what it is because it did the activations. I'm now in Canada. I'm getting candid now, guys. Your visions are changing. Your heart is changing. It's understanding once you go through activations, it's taking the dark out and bringing up the love system. Your activation of your energy fields, which are very important. Look at this. Crown chakra. See? Crown chakra. See that? Look at that. Force recognize. Powerful. Right? It's amazing. That's communication. That's understanding that they're communicating with me and I'm communicating with them through their voicing grids, right? So my voicing channel hits the light activation, right? And it changes color. See that? See that line strip? That illumination line strip? Kind of sees red, green, and blue. That's the chakra formation through communication of your pixel activations. So it's understanding how to communicate with everything through the circuitry levels, right? It's super bright, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So like I said, the eclipse is set in, so get ready for that. Every day I'll be doing a live video with you guys, okay? It's a process, but like I said, my energies are traveling now faster and faster because I am the foundation of where I went through transformation and manifestation. Once you understand communication to the space and time, the strongest wind force is it's your connection when you go into all vibration channel divisions through the grounds, through the astral planes, through the atmospheres, through the simulation, the matrix, and the gods, and everything through its mortal state, right? So it's the frequency levels that you have to understand through the energy of its vibration. Okay? That's going to uprise everybody's division, but it's understanding they have to be at their balance. Okay? Because everybody's on a different panel. Like right now, people are going, whoa, this is too much. I can't take it in. I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing things like I wouldn't see. Like I'm seeing blinkety blink. I'm seeing light fixtures going on and off. I'm seeing going like that. Your mind is adjusting for the very first time, especially when you don't meditate. See now? More communications now. Now it's more brighter. Okay? It's off-winning cycle right there. It's white there. It's got a wall graphing system of a mirror, light communication. So it's understanding how to use reflection to communicate with all angles, right? See that? See how my face is covered? Isn't that amazing? It's just incredible. It's amazing, isn't it? What you see? Can't even see my face. It's covering it. Look at that. It's incredible. It's starlight too. And like I said, when you guys get in, you're into antimatter particles right now, at this very minute. You are into. So it's understanding that there's like, I said like 3 million. Knowing how to get all those antimatter particles into its division of balance, which is going to take a long time. But the shorter time is healing the dimensional earth, okay? Because now it's in traction division, it's now in its programmer system, and now it's in its new matrix grids. Okay, so the dimensional earth is in its gardens of Eden right now. It's just getting the humanity, jump in the humanity. That's what we want to do, right? Because they're in the fifth. Some are in fourth, some are in third. Okay, the people in the third, they have to get more connection to what's going on, right? So it's all about under the cycles because everything has a connection through a full wind force system. So if you get into your, if you go through my PayPal, what I'll do, like I said, you'll get more of the understanding how to uprise everything through communication, through light fixtures. Now you can see it. See that? Is that amazing? I just love the lacing the lines right there. That's like SOS, It's communicating with me. It's incredible force. Once you understand your activations of your higher self, now you're understanding full communication with everything around its room, right? Because an atmosphere has a tempo. A tempo is kind of like it's music. It has a rhythm, right? So you have to understand the rhythm through the vibration, through its emotion. Once you get into the motion, then you get into the circuitry system that's mind adaptation program system. Extremely powerful stuff, people. It's amazing. It really is. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful light, It's telling me, welcome, It's great. Oh, there's a portal right there. See that? Right there? Watch. Look at that. Look at that change. See that red? There's a portal activation right there. Yeah, it's a red orb. Yeah. It's right above illumination light there. You see the red, right? Yeah. So it's knowing when you guys see me now, because I'm more powerful than anything else, you're going to see planets, you're going to see archetypes going across the screen now. You're going to see solar divisions, you're going to see light fixtures, you're going to see dimension portals, angels, archangels, because now I'm in Canada. Okay, I was born here. And when you're born here, you have full power, right? So when I was in Mexico, I was there for a reason to get its upgrading system, upgrade everything through the pyramid activations into the higher self, right? So it healed, generated everything through Mexico City. But when I come back to Canada through my transformation, where I first started out a year ago, right? I just think it was just a year ago I went through transformation. Now they're force recognizing everything. I say, welcome back, right? So now I'm cleansing everything through humanity vibration, okay? So everybody has their time frequency code system, okay? So they have to understand their patterns, their colorations, their voicings, their grids, understand more communications with the mind. Because when you come out of the mind for the very first time, you're freaking out. It's like, whoa, this is weird. Like I just went through a dimension. I can't understand it. My paraphrasing unit through vibration systems are split in half. Why is my vibration on a high level and my other side and the one is on a low level? So how do I get it back in balance? Because your mind is everything. So your mind is coming out, and now it's communicating through space and time, right? So that's what it's all about. And, that's exactly what it is to get into that division of everything through communication. So, it's exactly what it is. Hold on a sec. Okay, it looks like I'm going to be moving to the chair. Anyway, I just wanted to do a live, because it's one thing I like looking. So now you're going to see a different. See, every time, like I said, you go through different dimensions, right? Because now look at it. See where it is? See that there? See? Right there? It's way up there, but it's coming down here, right? Hey? You should see a body shifting wind system right there. So every time I move, I'm in a different dimension. Remember I was telling you about vibration through frequency levels, understanding activation code systems? So I moved from the couch to the chair, right? And my hair changes, right? Your eyes change. Everything changes when you go to one place to another. Same thing with the marker. As you look at the marker, the coloration patterns through vibration, understanding where it is from its atom. So you are an atom. So when your atom jumps or vortex or anything through acceleration, it changes everything through dimension. And that's where you get its connection through its galaxy systems. Okay? So it's extremely powerful stuff. So the angular triangular base, from here, go from here to here, right? You see it? Right? Because it's all communication. Do that again, right? I love doing that. So the energy force is basically what I was doing. It's a powerful step when you see things through perception. You can connect, you can reflect, see the program assistant through the pixel activations, and your hand will change color. And you can use that, right? Because it's a vision. And once you see the vision, you can see its reception. Okay, because that's what the adaptation of the mind. When you get into the mind program system, through all adaptation of core systems, through the universal grid system of matrix simulation, understanding more communication, you can look at the whatever through the shape of its electricity. It's understanding, keep your eyes open and look at something 5-10 minutes longer than you used to, right? So when you look at it, you can paraphrase it, put it onto the wall system, and then you'll see it floating and then going into its dimension through new coloration. You can close your eyes and change the coloration every single time. That's understanding communication with your pixels, right? Because the magnetic force and high wave ME is the grid through the universal set system sets in, right? Because it sets all communication levels. which is very, very powerful. So, look at it. I love talking to you guys. It's been like, it's been a half an hour. So, anyway, you guys have any questions or comment that? It's good that you guys are forming a lot better. You're getting more communication levels with yourself. And if you want to get more communications, you go to my PayPal. That will high-rise you faster and faster and get you into your balance, right? Because humanity has been set for so long through destruction. And it's trying to get them to understand what is going on with their mind system, because they don't know how to adapt, because they communicate too much with the human of its brain. And that's the problem, that's the problem. Everything is time. Time is everything. But like I said, I'm here for a reason. And it's great to be back. It's totally, totally different weather. I mean, I never would expect to be down to 4. But again, it changes your code frequencies, right? It changes everything through the pixel activations. Plus, the atmospheres, you see the galaxy in a different way. Like, depends on where you go. Everything through communication, everywhere you travel is different dimension. So everything changes with coloration, simulation, vibration, dimensions, portal activation codes, especially the pixels, because everything that you see is pixels. So I was connecting on so many rounds. When I was looking at the door, when I was in Mexico City before I left, I had traction division. And traction division, I think I've talked to you that before. That's understanding the line division when it comes to electronic interference and how it sonographs like this, right? And it goes like this. It just goes extremely fast. So it's knowing that you're in a high, high, high vibration, energy vibration of accelerator system, and your atoms are in high rise divisions. So you're understanding more communications with the frequencies, with yourself, through the fragmentation line systems of simulation in the matrix. And all connections when it comes to your mortal self, the loving self, and everything through the gods. So, yeah, you're one big atom. Yep. You can change your atom frequencies too through your human vibration. So it all depends on your pixel activations and where you want to set your division. But yeah, you're all atoms. It's just understanding how to communicate with that atom through all simulation matrix grid systems, because your voicing grids, like I said, are very important. So when you put positive feeds, right, that changes everything right away. Changes everything right away when it comes to all communication levels. It's powerful stuff. It really is. So it's just trying to get that balance. And like I said, 3-dimensional beings have never had balance with their mind. Okay? And like I said, when I came to Canada, I said, whoa, this is way, way too low for me. So it's understanding how to communicate with vibration, as I had to set my divisions to energy fields like you wouldn't believe, force recognition systems, dome recognition systems, energy of vibration panel divisions, electronic interference to connection of energy and vibration systems. So many things I had to high rise, because the population itself with the bad energy connects, right? And it spreads. And that's what it does. So right now, the dimensional earth is healing completely. And you're going to see a difference every single day, all because of my communications and my positive feeds, right? So keep a watch of that, because you're going to see a lot of things changing through the dimensional earth into humanity, right? See how people are different. See how they act different. See if they, any different kind of motivations, if they talk different, they're knowing that they're different, with the heart, how they communicate with you or with others. That's what it is. It's understanding how to calm the center of you every single time through balance. That's what it's all about, And plus two, if you want to get into calming centers, it's powerful stuff. I mean, anything you can take on without any frustration, you know? And I mean, it's amazing, because the reason why I say that is because you look at something and somebody looks at you and they're trying to control you, but you're not going to let them control you, right? That's the mind, right? There's reasons to do that and there's reasons not to do that, right? Because of Toronto and because of the population and because of what's going on, it's extremely complicated. And, everybody's scared and feared and stressed and frustrated and confused and angry. There's a lot going on here. Like I said, once you get connected with energy, vibration, and frequencies, then you understand truth of everything and why these things are happening. So I gave that to a couple of people, and I said, well, what would you do if things changed? How would you make yourself better? Would you look at yourself different? And these were the people on the shuttle, and they started believing me. And he said, whoa, that's fascinating stuff. And I said, yeah, it is, because it's coming from the mind, and human minds don't understand that. You have a human mind and you have a brain, okay? Within the adaptation of 5-dimensional activation system with your 4-density light activation, you're getting more of an idea of how to go up those equivalency levels of balance, right? Without stressing yourself, without getting frustrated, without freaking out, because everybody's freaking out. I keep saying that because it's just crazy. It's absolutely nuts, It's just, I can see why people have problems with humans. I mean, they're very hard to connect because they connect through the brain, and the brain can only do so much, right? The brain is the 3-dimension. The 5th dimension is the first activation codes when it comes to the framing system of its mind, adaptation system. That is its connection when it comes in the matrix, grids, and the simulation, right? Everybody's got to get a basic understanding on what that is and what it's all about, I noticed in a year how more awake my coworkers have become, especially this COVID thing. Yeah, see? It's going to brush over like a broom. You're going to brush away. That's all it is. But it's not just doing the dimensional earth. The human vibration has to go with this balance. So it's understanding how you align frequencies, everything through communication, and how you connect to all rounds of its division when it comes to dimensional earth. Because getting full communication with all country systems, that is a lot of healing, people. It's extremely a lot of healing. Just imagine the population in each country, states, there's so many cities, towns, so many places, right? So it's cleansing the atmospheres faster and faster. You guys see it, right? Because you feel it. You feel it, the dimensional earth is healing, and you're understanding more of yourself. And you're coming together and realizing the purpose and why you're here. Your real purpose, right? That's what it's all about. And that's how you high rise to your division. So it's extremely powerful stuff. Kind of a bit of a jet lag because I just got off a plane. But like I said, I want to do a live. I'll do another live tomorrow. Same place. I don't know what time. Maybe in the morning, afternoon, night, doesn't matter. But I'm changing the time zones right now because all communications are setting in. And it's almost 1 a.m. Trying to get used to the weather from Mexico City to Canada. Whoa. So feel good about that. Feel really, really good that this is going to happen faster than you think, right? Because when you're Supreme Creator, there's a lot of things that you can do quick. But it's just connecting to all rounds of mind systems in one balance, right? Getting full communications with all communications of 7 billion or more people to its vibrational panels, to its division, the correlation, to its core connection of its 5th dimension. So that's what everybody's going to notice. Yeah. So I love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed. I'll do another live video. This is your Western High Horizon, all divisions, all communications coming into the eclipse of its revolution. Calling out. Adios, everybody.